Hello, everyone. I'm your host, John Clavis Gomez, and this is the John Clavis Gomez Show. My guest today is Aubrey McCoy. She is an American singer and actress. She had an album called Unexpected Journey, and she also appeared on many films like Racing Sarah, Everything You Know Is Backwards, Underbelly, Midnight Maniac, and Edge of the World. She had also a new short film titled Part Skills Love. Hi, Obi. Can you introduce yourself to
Hi.
our listeners?
Hi, everybody. I'm Aubrey. I'm an actress and a singer, and I have a, yeah, there's a few other films that were on there that you didn't mention, but that's okay. It's all right. It's not a big deal. But yeah, I've been in a few things, mostly indie stuff. And then I have my album that I released, and I've been working on a second album as well that should be coming out fairly soon.
Wow, that's
So,
nice. Uh, who encouraged you to become an artist, to become a singer and actress? Who encouraged you to and
who
to become that?
encouraged? Well, I mean, I've always wanted, that was something that I always felt was my calling to do, mostly in music, actually. But my mom was a big encourager of that. Um, but yeah, it was just something I always wanted to do. It's something I wanted to do since I was very, very little. I've been performing since I was about 3 years old on stage, singing. So singing has always been my main love. And then I got pushed into acting about 10 years ago. So had a thing that happened, and it made me go into films because I actually couldn't really sing, and so instead of singing, I um, decided to go into acting instead, and that's been quite a journey into that actually. So
Uh, I see that you had an album called Unexpected Journey. And
mhm.
and I like one song there titled Breathless. I really really love that song. When did you start recording and making that album, The Unexpected Journey?
uh, well, I mean, some of those songs are songs I had written. I started writing as uh, at about 17, 18 to when I published it to recording it. But I started the album in 2014. And then as I said, I lost my voice and I couldn't really perform some of those songs. And even while I was still recording the album, it still ended up being it it still ended being a very long trek of learning. I finally was able to publish and to release the album in 2020. So it was definitely a journey. I expected to get the album done in 2016 and ended up, it just took an extra few years because of these struggles. But it was okay because I was able to release more songs on the album itself. So, so some songs were written like relatively new to when I published it, and some songs were ones I had started from a very young age, um, to getting them, from started writing them to getting them onto the album itself. Like Neverland and Chasing Unicorns are my oldest ones. Chasing Unicorns was unfinished. I finished it. It was the last one that got finished on the album, but it was like the first one I started writing. Neverland was the first song I ever finished that I wrote all the way to the beginning in basically one go. And then the others, Breathless was the first song I recorded, funny enough. Um, and yeah, so I just went from there. So it kind of went all over the place. Uh, but it definitely was a journey in a way. And I enjoyed writing it. It was a good album. Very conceptual. It's supposed to tell a story. um, in a way, in a kind of, you know, curving around way. And uh, yeah, so
Uh,
what
you
else do
know,
you want to ask?
yes. Making that kind of album is not easy also, and it is not cheap because you need to hire like a backup musician. For example, when you're in your song there, Breathless, you have a percussionist there. You
Actually, the producer did all that. Um, like I wrote the song itself and like knew what I wanted, knew the chord progressions that I wanted the sound. But I that was really early in my recording career. In my recording, yeah, in my I was still in school actually when I wrote that. And so my producer helped do all that. He's kind of a one-man band, so we didn't have to bring anyone in until we got into Warpaint. And Warpaint, I actually hired a studio violinist, or I actually had a violinist come in and play parts for that.
wow.
Yeah. But other than
Yeah.
that, all of that was actually, most of that was played by Bill Bentley, my producer. The only exception I would say is that, I mean, I would play things out for him, but I don't feel like I was good enough to be on the album at the time. And um, so he would play everything for me. The only exception is with the secret song, Mr. Baggins. I actually have the beginning riff was me playing. Other than that, it was Bill. Bill did all of it based on my writing of it. So we made quite a team,
Yes.
really.
Let's talk about on doing films and acting. What How about working on indie film? Because you work on many indie films.
Hmm.
Did you have some experience also on working in many like films in Hollywood, for example, or it's only just indie films?
It's mostly indie. I've I've been a part of things that people in the industry have been a part of, or that I've definitely auditioned for Hollywood films. There's quite a few. Um, yeah, just I there was things I auditioned for that I just didn't get into. Uh, I would say probably the biggest project that I actually did was I was a um, an actor at Great America, and I did like a big game. Like I was an act, like I acted for a ride that was for an EA game called Mass Effect. But other than that, it's mostly just been indie. I'm trying to get more into the industry and do more of the big budget things, but I just haven't gotten there yet. But in the indie world, I've done quite a bit.
Uh, 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 how many indie films that did you work since you doing acting? How many indie films?
Oh
What are the
gosh,
titles that you know?
probably about 15, 15, 16. I don't know. I don't know. It's been a lot.
Yeah.
It's been a lot of films. I was just in I just so Midnight Madness and this one that I was just in called Father. Those were two that I was in this year alone, and then so it's just been smattering here and there of films. Um, COVID actually stopped a lot of that, so it was like hard to get back into it after COVID hit. So but it's been slowly building up. Mostly I've been since, and it's funny, since COVID, I've been, um, I mean, I've been keeping up with the acting, of course, but I've really just gone back to doing music, a lot of it. So now I have a band that I've been building from the ground up, um, and really focusing on trying to get my second album done, written. So, um, so yeah, it's just trying to get all these things done. I've started directing. Now I directed a short film, Farts Kill Love. I
Yes,
directed
I
that.
saw that video on YouTube.
And I also have another one that's called Out of This World that will be premiering soon. I just got it pretty much finished. So I just have like the beginning and the ending title. I have the title card I have to just finish, and then put the ending credits on there, and then there's a little bit of special effects that need to be put on there. But it could be released now without it if I just put the beginning and ending credits in there. I just have to do that, and then that will be released as well. So,
I want to tell you to our listeners that I met Aubrey that in a table with group on
hmm
Facebook, table with Tuesday. Me and
hmm
Aubrey knows me 1 year ago because I joined that group 1 year ago. Uh,
yeah,
uh, and I also met many persons there on table with Tuesday, like
they
Mike.
are amazing.
So and one of my guests also here, Heater like Cameron. I really like Heater. Do you he is the one of the most active person in the table with Tuesday along with you. Heater like
Which one? Vicky?
No, Heater like Cameron from Canada. Heater
Oh, from Canada. Are you talking about Heather?
Heather, yes, Heather Lake
Yeah,
Cameron.
she's amazing. Yes.
Yes. She is the most one of the active person in the table with Tuesday. Yes,
hmm
uh that that group is really great.
They
But
are.
yes, but right now I can join their table with because I have many busy schedules. I want to tell you that I'm a playwright. I wrote many short plays and I do a table with for it
Oh, that's
online.
amazing.
Yes,
Did you?
online on Zoom.
Are you going to be doing a table read of one of your plays in the group?
Ye- Uh, Not on the table with Tuesday, but in my own group. I have on table with group.
Oh, you have your own table read group. Okay. Yes.
Yeah. Also,
It's pretty amazing.
I also did a table with on my podcast also. And Heather Lake Cameron is one of the participant on many of my table with
That's
of my short
awesome.
play.
Yeah. Well, because
Also,
she's amazing. She's
yes,
doing a lot of different things as
yes,
well. Um,
yeah,
yeah, it's really
yeah,
awesome.
yeah. There is also one person that I remember in table with Tuesday. Catherine De Paxpar and also Simon
Mhm.
Square,
Yes.
the actor from Canada. I know he is not active on that group right now.
No, I think he's doing a lot of different projects. He's great
Yes,
though.
yeah, yes.
I mean, a lot of the people that are on there are really fantastic and they're real deals. So I'm really blessed to know a lot of them.
Yes. That group is really nice. Do you still doing table with Tuesday? For example,
Yeah.
tomorrow, I think tomorrow they have an with tomorrow.
Yes, I will be there tomorrow.
What the title of the movie that you are doing there tomorrow? Because it's on YouTube.
Um, I'm trying to think what. Oh, it's a Doctor Who episode.
Wow. It is a it's a British
Yeah, that's a
popular
British
British
television.
television series that is popular. Uh,
It
uh,
is.
yes. Also, Aubrey, that uh, if you are interested to participate on my table with of my short play, I can contact you.
Absolutely, I'm open to do that.
Yes. I,
I like acting, so obviously
yeah.
be any part of anything is great. Um, so what's your play about?
Because I wrote a new short play titled I Can Win. It is a short play about uh, uh, a 17-year-old girl named Eva who wants to become a professional dancer, but her family can't do it because her family has no money. So she participate in an school dance competition, and when she won the competition, she get an award of scholarship to study a bachelor of dance in an university. It is an inspirational play that I wrote.
That's awesome. I love
Yes.
it. I love
Yes, that's
the
right. Because
when you can.
the casting of that new short play is about I need a to play the role of Eva. I need a person to have a voice like a teenager kind of voice.
Hmm.
Yeah. There are many roles there. Also, I have also I made also many short plays that I wrote before, but there is no table with. I might announce it on the future.
Okay,
Yes,
no
yes.
worries.
I can invite you. Yes,
Okay, sounds good.
yes. Sounds good. That
Yep.
making short play is one of my hobby. Because do you know who inspired me?
What
I
inspired you?
Yes, it is one of my friend from Florida, USA that I met also on many table with groups. Her name is Maggie Merritt.
Oh, okay, Maggie Marriott. All right. And she
Yes,
inspired you to write the play
yes, to
or to
write many
start
short
writing?
plays. Yes, well, because she wrote many short plays and it was participated on many one act one act virtual festival on online. So I was inspired on
Good.
that.
I'm
Good.
glad.
Yes. I have a question. When you are
Yes.
choosing career, what will you choose? Acting or being actor or being a musician?
I mean, do I have to choose between both, either of them? I like
Yes, you
doing
can choose
both.
both.
Probably be a musician because I music is my first real love, and I actually, as I said, I'm in a band right now that I created, and we are going to be doing covers and originals, and that some of my originals, and really, it's something I've always wanted to do. All I want to do is perform music. I love
Wow.
performing music. I love writing music. I love singing. Um, One of the jobs I actually do, being paid for, is a KJ. So me being a musician, being a singer is something that I truly love doing and being. Um, and uh, like that's yeah. So if I had to choose between either of them, it would definitely be music because music to me is
Yeah.
something that is universal. It's just it's who I am. So
Yeah. Music is my hobby also. Because I have a percussion instrument on my house. I play percussion instrument. I have djembe,
good.
the
Hmm.
African drum. I have a glockenspiel. Uh, I have
Glockenspiels are amazing.
Yes, I love percussion. That's my hobby on music, playing percussion instrument. That's one of my hobby. Uh,
Actually, yeah. Actually, I'm about to do a project where I'll be writing music a for an audio drama. So that's my newest project that I'll be doing. So music is just de facto what I choose to do with my time.
yeah, well, yes, that's nice. What is the name of the band that you are making?
We're still looking at a name, but I think I have settled on Dawn will be the name of our band. So it's just very
Uh,
simple, just Dawn.
yes, yes. It is simple to make a name for a band. Also, I'm excited if your band made an an album on Spotify or Apple Music, so I can listen to your song.
When we get to that point, yes, we're getting there. We're setting up a recording studio in our band in the band room that we have. We are working on songs, as I said, that are covers, but also we'll be doing originals. Hopefully, we'll get to where we're just doing originals. But right now, we're doing covers because covers are fun and they're
Yes.
easy. And the biggest thing for me about it is that I want us to do songs that people know they recognize, but they're also not ones that get chosen a lot to play. Like sleeper hits. I like sleeper hits. I like B-sides. I like those kind of songs. So we're not generally like my song or like my album. We're not genre specific. We are a feeling specific. That makes sense. We're a mood kind of specific band. So, but I just don't want to do songs that everyone does. I want to create a atmosphere. I want to create um, something that people will remember because that is important to me. I want to create an experience for people. And that is really important in music. You know, you want to create something that people can relate to and resonate with, and not only just have a good time, but something that they'll remember. And that's a really important aspect of music for me. So that is generally what I'm going for with Dawn.
Uh, here in the Philippines, in my country, the Philippines, many Filipinos like to sing. There are many bands there. If you go to many places like in the US, like in cruise ships in Miami,
Hmm.
when you find the cruise ships in Miami, in Florida, there are many Filipino bands in playing in the cruise ships, bands from the Philippines. Because Philippi, Philip, there are many Filipinos who love really music, like
Hmm.
making bands. Do you know the band Journey? Arnel
I
Pineda.
do. I
Yes,
do know the
he's
band
a
journey. Yes.
Filipino. He is a Filipino.
Hmm.
Yes. Filipino are very talented. There are many Filipino working abroad as a musician,
Hmm.
like singer and band. And and also in America, like Bruno Mars, he is a Filipino American.
Oh, really? I didn't know that he was Filipino. That's really cool.
Yeah. Yes.
You learn something new every day.
Yeah. In
Great. He's a great singer. I mean, there are a lot of great Filipino singers. So I know a lot from karaoke. So I mean,
yes.
but music, when you have a culture that is very heavy musically based, that makes a lot of sense. There's a lot of
Yes.
music in the Philippines. So
Yeah.
that makes sense actually. I can see
Yeah.
how that it would be. Mhm.
Yeah. My mom, I want to tell you that my mom, she is a singer when she was in 20s and 30s, and she got
Mhm.
offered a job in Japan to work as a singer, my mom, my mom never accept the offer in Japan, and she is stay in the Philippines. But my mom is a
Oh,
talented singer. Yes. Um, you know, uh, my mom is really great. And
awesome.
and And also, I want to say shout out to Heather Lake Cameron. If you are listening, I hope you are listening. I want to shout out to Catherine De Paxpire, Simon Squire. Simon is following my podcast on Instagram.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. Hey Simon.
Yes, he is following, and I want to shout out to one of my friend from Australia, Yvette Lee. She is a
Hello.
choreographer from Melbourne, Australia, and also Jocelyn. She is also a musical theater actress from Melbourne, Australia. Also, I want to shout out
Amazing.
also my friends from the United Kingdom. I know it is midnight on their country right now. Their name is Joe Pinch, Hope Twig, Simon Ducherty, Emma Clandon, and one of my follower also on Instagram, she is a West End actress, Cassidy Johnson, from the UK.
Awesome.
Yes, shout out
Hi
to
everyone.
all of them. I hope you are listening. And I want to say shout out from one of my friend from Singapore, uh, Aquare. She is my Singaporean friend from Discord, and also Sunny Low, one of my first guests on my podcast. She is from Singapore. So shout out all to them, to my friends and listeners from all over the world. And also I forgot one
Hmm.
one of my one of my friend and follower from New Zealand. They are two. Hayden T, a New Zealand actor, and one of my follower and one of my guests on my podcast. I know she is on Broadway, working on Broadway or in the West End. And also to Matthew Roderick, also from New Zealand, one of my friend on Facebook. So And here is the last question before we end of the app.
Okay.
Can you give a little advice for those people who wants to become an actor, actress, or and a musician like you? Do you have a little advice for them?
I do. Don't give up. Just keep going. Don't care. Don't listen to what anyone says. If anyone wants to be disparaging, always practice because practicing is key. Um, your voice is an instrument. You want to keep it going. So, it's just like training for a marathon. You're not going to get famous right away if you're going to be famous, unless you get really, really lucky. But, you know, you should not do it for the money. Do it because you love to do it. And that will get you through until you get somewhere where you really want to be. But it's going to be hard. So do it because you love it and don't quit. That's really what it is. Don't give up.
Yes, yes, that's right. Don't give up. Also, do you have any things to promote, like your upcoming show on Table with Tuesday, to encourage them to watch it on YouTube
I'll
tomorrow?
be
Or
yeah, I'll be there tomorrow on Table Read Tuesdays. You can find them on YouTube as well. I am all over the YouTubes. You can find me either on uh, Kyber Cape Productions has me all over there. It's an older YouTube channel, but you can find me on there. You can find me looking up some of those little indie films. Some of them are not great, but that's okay. It was all a learning lesson, and but they're fun. They're fun to watch, if not just a little silly. But yeah, so just keep an eye out. I will have my next album hopefully done here in the next few months. And it probably won't be as many songs as my last one, but also keep an eye out for my band. Hopefully we'll be starting to actually do gigs and performing and getting stuff out starting September, October will be when will be debuting, like performing and such. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And you can find my music on Spotify and
yeah,
also YouTube. If you look it up, it's a lot of different type of genres, but it all has a thorough theme of it's the hero's journey in a way. You go through your highs, your lows, and you go through the depths of despair and you come back up. That's kind of what that album is about.
yes,
So please check it out.
yes. You know, one day I have a dream for you. One day that your band will tour the world and get a Grammy award, and yes, an award-winning band
I
like
think it
maybe.
will. I think
Yes,
that would be really the biggest thing for me is if it resonates with people. If
yes,
I can get, one person that listens to it and goes, that is something I want to aspire to do. That would be enough. I want
yes,
to help make the world a better place with music, and that is really what I want to do. I don't care
yes,
about the fame of it. I really just want to inspire people. That's it.
yes, yes. That's right. Yes. Also, I forgot a person to shout out. I will shout out Debra Wade from New Jersey, USA. Russell Winston from California, USA. Shaina Dinro also from California, USA. Chris Diaz from Connecticut, USA, and also one of the person who inspired me uh, to do a playwright. I want to say shout out Maggie Merritt. And also to the person who inspired me to make the podcast. She is from Singapore also. His name is John Cancio. So shout out. And he is one of my followers also. So shout out also to you, John. And also shout out also to my fellow podcaster, Trash in Treasure. It is a podcast that's similar to my podcast, and it is based on Australia. So shout out also to them. And that's it. So thank you, Obi, for guesting to my podcast. And it's time to say goodbye.
Absolutely.
Bye.
Bye. Have a good
Have a
night.
nice chat with you. Have a nice chat.
Okay. Bye.
Yes, bye.
Bye, chat. Bye,
Yes.
everybody.
Bye. So this is my interview with Aubrey McCoy, an American singer and actress. I have a nice chat with her uh, tonight because it is evening in the US right now. Also, I want to say apologize for those people who think that I never interview West End Filipino West End actor Ewe Abisamis. The reason why I why our interview never happened today, because he is busy and we postponed our interview. But wait for my announcement soon if our interview will happen, because it was changed to a new date or it might be canceled also. So just wait for my announcement if I can interview Filipino West End actor Iway Abisamis in the future or not. So don't worry about that. And this is the John Clavis Gomez show, and I declare that this episode is now signing off. Goodbye everyone, and thank you for listening. And to also to the people, to my listeners from US and Canada, and also to the and also to my listeners in the American continent, like Central America and South America, I want to say good night. Good night. And also to my listeners in and Asia, Australia and New Zealand, I want to say good morning or and good afternoon also, because in New Zealand it is afternoon on their country right now. So that's it. So I'm declaring that this episode of the John Travis Gomez show is now signing off. Thank you for listening and goodbye everyone.